Hey everyone, welcome back to Super Lorcana World. It's your one-stop shop for everything Lorcana, and today we're going to cover the Emerald cards in Ursula's Return. We're going to see how good Emerald is in this set. Let's take a look and see what cards are great, what cards are not great, and see if Emerald has a chance in the meta. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and of course, please like and subscribe. We'll start here at the Hidden Cove, which is a one-drop inkable 1/6 location that says characters get +1 attack and defense while here. Not a big deal, not a great card. You know, I splashed it, but nothing too crazy. Next, one drop Ursula's Trickery on Inkable. Each opponent may choose and discard a card. For each opponent who doesn't, you draw a card. The card is obviously a lot more valuable in multiplayer. Maybe you consider playing it there, but that's it. Otherwise, you don't play this card at all. Very not good. Next, 2-drop on Inkable, make the potion. Choose one. Banish chosen item. Deal 2 damage to chosen character. I like that it's flexible, but I don't like this on Inkable, and you can't even sing with it or anything. I don't think the card is very, very good. Dodge. 2-drop Inkable. Action. Chosen character gains ward and evasive till the start of your next turn. I like this card because of the ward and the evasive. It basically makes something almost unkillable for the turn. There would need to be a widespread effect that could be prepared to take care of it. But still, a little trick like that for a little gimmick for one turn, I don't think that's worth the deck space. Zeus, super rare. 3-drop inkable 0/5 that quests for 2. Whenever this character challenges another character, he gets attack equal to the attack of the chosen character this turn. Not too bad. It's basically a 3-drop, really strong attacker potentially. It's also good curve for your Emerald aggro decks. The card's not bad. Not the worst card in the world. Could be playable. The Fates. 1-drop inkable 2/1 that quests for 1. When you play this character, look at the top card of each opponent's deck. It's a I don't think it's worth it. No. It's not. There's better 1-drops in the game. Pete. 2-drop uninkable super rare. 2/3 to quest for 1. When this character quests while he has 5 more attack, turn chosen character 2 attack or less to their player's hand. This is a bit of a build around. If you can build around it, it's obviously really good, but I personally don't think it's worth building around. So, yeah, not that great. Panic. 4-drop inkable 3/3 the quest for 2 while this character is exerted. If you have a character named Pain in play, your villain characters can't be challenged. It definitely is a gimmick. You need to have both on the board and you need to be playing a villain deck. A little bit hard to do right now. Not really worth the space to try to pull it off. But if you can pull it off, it is a fun little combo that just makes it so your villains can go unpunished until Panic is deceased anyway. There's the Pain, 3/2/4 quest for 2. Not bad stats for a 3-drop, honestly, but like you're not going to play it unless you're playing Panic. Diablo, the 1-drop common. You have to play this if you're playing the other Diablo, which we'll get to soon. 1/2 the quest for 1. When you play this character, you may look at each opponent's hand. Just a little hand peek, not too bad. We'll talk about Bruno, 5-drop inkable song. Turn chosen character to the player's hand, and that player randomly discards a card. It's good removal for Emerald. They have a big annoying boss monster on the board. No problem. Send it back to their hand. It's not too bad, honestly. Jasmine. 5-drop uninkable 3/3 the quest for 2. When you play this character, and each time she is challenged, each opponent chooses and discards a card. For the cost of 5, I don't think this card's worth it at all, unfortunately. Diablo. Oh boy, okay. This is a 3-drop uninkable 2/2 the quest for 1, but you can shift discarding an action card, which means you can do it turn 1. So, has evasive, and during each opponent's turn, whenever they draw a card while this character is exerted, you may draw a card. So, ideally, you can play this card effectively turn 1. I'd probably wait till turn 2 personally. If you do it turn 1, you have to have Little Diablo. Then you have to have this Diablo in your hand as well as an action card, thus bringing your hand size to 4 right away. And if they can blow it out turn 1 with like anything, it's immediately punished. Basically, it becomes you lost 3 cards, they lost 1 card. Just pretty insane. The optimal time to play this card, honestly, is turn 2, because then turn 2 you can quest with Diablo, and then you can shift Diablo for free, still play your 2-drop for the turn, and then since it's exerted, since they're drawing for their turn, Now you start drawing a card. So your 3-card combo gets you a card back, which is not too bad. The card is extremely meta and extremely well. You will see this card in the format, and you should probably be prepared to do something about it. Also, by the way, if we needed more reasons to ban a whole new world, it's funny. Yeah, okay. Hera, Queen of the Gods. 3-drop inkable, 1/3 the quest for 2. Ward, Zeus's gain ward, Hercules gain evasive. If it's not that good, not that meta. Nice little build around, but nothing too crazy. Gus is a 2-drop, 2/3 the quest for 1. Nothing too great there. Megara, 3-drop uninkable, 3/6 the quest for 2. When you play this character, choose to discard a card or banish this character. The stat trade-off makes this card worth it in the aggro decks. I think you do actually try to play this card. There's ways to draw cards in Emerald to get that card back, and there's definitely like cards you don't mind discarding at any point in the game. Like maybe by turn 3 you'll discard a 1-drop that you draw later on. Like it's not that big of a deal in my opinion. Prince Philip, 9-drop with 6/6 quest for 3. It's shit. You can ink it and you can shift for 6. Has evasive. You play this character, banish all opposing characters with at least 1 damage counter. This card just really gets valuable if you can combo it with like grab the swords. But it's too much of a inconsistent gimmick in my opinion. Something else that someone brought to my attention though is the damage manipulation deck. When you're moving damage counters around, Prince Philip is a good drop in that deck as well to kind of clean things up. It actually puts a use of those damage counters. I don't know. If you guys believe in Prince Philip, go for it. I'm not a fan, personally. Another Megara, 5-drop inkable, 4 for the quest for 2 with ward, and whenever you play a character in Hercules, provide this character. Again, you need to be playing Hercules Tribal with this card in Emerald, but it's not probably going to play it. Pete, 4-drop, 1/5 quest for 2, nothing. Hey, 3-drop, 2/3 the quest for 2. When you play this character, if no one has more cards in their inkwell than you do, you put this card on top. You may put the top card of your deck in your inkwell face down exerted. I do like this card. I am a fan of this card. It's a very good card going second, and if you're going first, well, you can just ink it. Like, it's fine. You're not going to whiff an ink drop for this, but it does help you catch up if the opponent goes first. It helps to actually exceed them, which is really, really cool. This card will see play. Next, Hades. This card's incredible. 4-drop, inkable, 3/3 quest for 1, banish chosen character of yours, play another character from your hand with the same name. This card's obviously really good, and the more cards you get with the same names that are better in the future, the more valuable this card gets over time. It's really cheap right now. This is a card I recommend probably investing in a little bit, because right now it's not the format for it, but let me tell you, this card, great potential in the future. Hidden Inkcaster, 2-drop uninkable item. When you play this item, draw a card. All cards in your hand count as having ink. As in they can be put into your ink. Very cool. Not a bad item. And it does fix one of the big problems in Emerald. You see, Emerald has a lot of good cards. The problem is a lot of those good cards are uninkable. And the Hidden Inkcaster fixes that for you. Not to mention it replaces itself when you play it by drawing a card. The card's definitely good, and it will see some play. Pegasus. 5-drop inkable, 3/3 the quest for 2 with shift 3, evasive, and your character doesn't gain evasive if you shift to play him for the turn. Not a terrible card. Really, really conditional, though. I wouldn't play it. There's the Jasmine from before. There's a littler Prince Philip, a smaller one. 4-drop uninkable, 3 for the quest for 2 other hero characters gain ward. If you have 2 on the board, it acts kind of like Aurora, where everything basically gets ward. Hero characters, that is. So in a hero deck, this could be pretty good. Yeah. And then if you're playing the bigger Prince Philip, then that's nice too. Vision Slab, 3-drop inkable item. At the start of your turn, if opposing character has damage, gain a lore. Damage counters can't be removed. This is a great item. Needs some setup to be used optimally, but the value of just gaining a lore every turn for free is really, really good. The damage counters matters deck could definitely make use of this card. And it's really easy to just sprinkle a damage counter on something. Like, it's fine. Card will see some play. Maybe not a lot, but some play. Under the Sea, 8 uninkable sing together song for 8. Put all opposing characters with 2 attack or less on the bottom of their player's decks in any order. I see some people trying to play a copy or two of this for anti-aggro strats. That's about it. This card's viability depends on the meta. If there's a lot of aggro with cheap characters, it's good. If not, it's not good. That's it. Jack, 3-drop inkable, 1/4 that quests for 2. When you play this character, to reckless during the next turn. Good. Not that good, but like it's fine, I guess. So that's okay. There's Cricky, 5-drop, 3/4 quest for 3. When you play this character, other characters get +3 attack this turn. I think it's just a little bit too slow. But people tell me this card is a lot better than I think it is. So maybe it's okay. Maybe it's a fine card. I don't think it's that good though. Tor, 5-drop, 4/7 quest for 1, garbage. Gunther, 4-drop, inkable, 3/2 quest for 2. When this character is challenged and banished, each opponent chooses one of their characters to return that card to their hand. Yeah, it's a cool little bounce effect, like the Cheshire Cat-esque card, but not that good, honestly. The Muses, 4-drop inkable, 2/4 that quests for 1 with ward, and whenever you play a song, you may return chosen character 2 attack or less to the player's hand. It's not too bad, honestly. It gives you perpetual bounce as long as you're playing songs, which Emerald does have the Ursula deck. You can play Ursula songs, because set 3 Ursula is Emerald. Speaking of Ursula, Ursula's Garden is a 4-drop inkable, 2 move, 7 toughness location with 1 lore. While you have an exerted character here, opposing characters get -1 lore. This card is good. This card doesn't even need to be in an Ursula deck per se, but like you will have an exerted character there. Maybe something with evasive to make it harder to deal with, and then all of a sudden they are not getting as much lore as they should be. Very good against the aggro decks. Kind of slower, kind of redundant against decks that are not aggro decks, but the card is quite good, and it will see some play, I'm sure. Signed Contract, 2-drop inkable item. Whenever an opponent plays a song, you may draw a card. This is just this game screams to me that it's waiting for a side deck, because cards like Signed Contract are perfect for the side deck. Main deck, yes, Amber Steel is good. Song decks are good. You will play a couple copies of this card just to maybe get some advantage from their songs. But, like, damn, it's a card that really should be in the side deck. And lastly, Pegasus, 1/1/1 for 1 evasive. That's it. What do I think about Emerald this set? I think Emerald has a couple good cards in it. Like Diablo, like Vision Slab, like Ursula's Garden, like Hidden Inkcaster, like Hades, like Hey Hey. And then it has a whole bunch of more conditional cards. Cards that really only work in other combos and are really hard to pull off. Not a bad ink for sure, but definitely not the best ink in the set. I have no problem saying that. Maybe Emerald will get better cards in set 5, but don't sleep on Emerald, because with Ursula cards from the previous set and all sorts of stuff that we have already in the game, Emerald is a top tier color in set 4. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you later. Bye!